By this time, lame Lotta was already sitting on her perch in the hen house, and Rolla was wandering about quite happily in the meadow with the cattle cows. And after a while the baseful farmer came to fetch his 6 cows. He and Emil's father had a good long chat about the auction and everything that had happened there, so it was quite a while before Emil's father could go and let Emil out. But as soon as the baseful farmer had gone, he hurried to the tool shed. As he came near, he saw little Ida perched on a stool outside the tool shed window. In her hands she had the velvet-covered box with the shells on it, and she was grasping at it as if it was the finest thing she had ever held, which indeed it was. But Emil's father muttered, "Crazy bye, an old velvet-covered box." She hadn't noticed her father coming, so she went on, obediently repeating the words which Emil was whispering to her from inside the dark tool shed. Emil's father turned pale when he heard what she was saying, because he was a churchwarden, and more terrible words had never been uttered at Cattelt. Just because Ida was saying them in her sweet little voice, it didn't make them any better. "Silence, Ida!" roared Emil's father as he put his hand through the window and grabbed Emil by the collar. "You wretched child! Have you been sitting there teaching your sister to swear?" "No, I haven't," said Emil. "I've only been telling her that she must never say heck, and I've been teaching her lots of other words that she must never say." So now you know what Emil did on June the 12th. Even if it wasn't exactly angelic, you must admit that he made some very shrewd deals. Now just count all the things that he got on the very same day. A fine cow, a good laying hen, a bread shovel, and enough milk from the cows to make lots of cheese. The only thing that his father could grumble about was the old velvet-covered box, which wasn't actually worth anything, although little Ida loved it dearly. In it she put her scissors and her thimble and a little songbook she had won at Sunday school and a pretty piece of blue glass and her red hair ribbon. When she was given the box, there was a bundle of old letters in, which she had thrown on the floor. But when Emil was let out of the tool shed and went into the kitchen on Saturday evening, he saw the packet of letters lying in the corner and picked them up. Alfred was walking round with a fly swatter, swatting flies for dear life, so that Lina would have no flies in her kitchen on Sunday, and Emil showed him the packet of letters. "Well, you never know when they may come in handy," said Emil. "If you ever have to send someone a letter, I've got a whole pile here already written." On top of the bundle lay a letter from America, and Emil whistled when he saw it. "Look, Alfred, we've got Adrian's letter here." Adrian was the eldest son of the Bakorva farmer. He had gone to America a long time ago, and in all that time he had only written home once. Everyone in Lonnenberger knew that, and they were all quite disgusted with him, because they felt sorry for his poor parents. What he actually did write in the letter no one ever found out, since the people at Bakorva kept very quiet about it. "Now we can see what was in it," Emil said, as he was a clever boy and had taught himself to read. He opened the letter and read it aloud to Alfred. It didn't take long. As the letter was so short, this is what it said. "I have seed a bear. Send your address. Goodbye for now." "It doesn't look like that letter's going to be much use to me," said Emil. But it was. Then the evening came. Saturday, 12th of June, was nearly over. Night fell on Cattelt, and all the people and all the animals who lived there went to bed and fell asleep, all except for Lina, who had toothache. She lay awake on her kitchen bed, moaning and groaning throughout the short night, until the new day came. A new day in Emil's life, too.